Well, it's time. In my flooded out video, I made mention that the radius rods were bent. Well, I took them off, I bashed them back into shape, and I rode it a bit, but it's time to do it right. These things are beefy. These are sweet. Well, everybody, after a phone call to Shock Therapy and double checking the listing from where I bought the radius rods, the listing specifically says 3/4 inch rod ends. All of the videos that they put out about the radius rods say 3/4 inch. After speaking to Shock Therapy, he put me on hold for a few minutes, came back and confirmed that, oh, the XP1000s and XP turbos, those all have 5/8 rods. That's what they come with. I politely let him know that the listing for the parts clearly says 3/4 inch rod ends. And every video I've watched says all we use is 3/4 inch rod ends. A little disappointed. They're nice. They're nice parts, don't get me wrong. All stainless steel here. You know, they're nice rod ends. These are chromoly. You can either get chromoly or billet aluminum from them. But just so you know, Polaris's get 5/8 rod ends, Can-Am's get 3/4. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Uncle Todd's Garage. Today we are going to do the radius rods on the Razor. If you remember, those two were bent. And I did figure it out. If you watch the video where I go through the ice, right when I go through the ice and I come to an abrupt stop, you can see where the ice just hits right in the middle of that tire. And that's how it bent them. I already knew I needed new ones because there's a couple bad end joints. So I went ahead and I got the Shock Therapy ones for my own reasons. Maybe I just drink the Kool-Aid, I don't know. Supposedly they use higher quality rod ends than most of the companies out there. They are a little more expensive than most of them, even the arched arms and everything. I didn't really care to have arched radius rods. Like Taylor Ray said, if you guys don't watch Taylor Ray, he's a drift racer on YouTube, and he's adopted the theory of buy once, cry once. So you pay a little more money once, and you don't go back and replace them later. These are chromoly steel, which it's lighter and stronger than regular steel. Stainless steel, high misalignment spacers. Stainless steel. No, I don't think those are stainless. 5/8 inch rod ends, and they are, I'll show you later. they are threaded with opposite threads on either end, so you can just twist it like a regular car tie rod to adjust your camber. So I guess it's time just to do it. Well, there you go. That should give you a good comparison. Stock ones on the left, new shock therapy on the right. Look at this size difference. And then of course, this is fully adjustable. So once I get the tires on, I'll get that camber tuned in. And here you might be able to see a little bit better with them on the bench. Look at this. This is where it bent. This is where this one bent. Look at just the difference. It's just twice as big here as it is here. And look at the size of the joints. See this one right here. Look at that. Because the boot got ripped and probably let a lot of dirt in there. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna do brakes too. Luckily, I got a set right in the toolbox. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm adjusting this, I think it's like an anti-rattle bolt in here. What it does is there's a bolt that pushes through and pushes on the other side of this pin so that your pads don't rattle around. And I don't know, I've never looked up the right way to do it. I just adjust it until it's tight. You feel a little bit of drag, like right there. You feel a little bit of drag, and then I just back it off just a hair. Boom, right there. And now there's a little bit. That does good. Okay. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. And brakes are done. Put the tires on, and we'll adjust the camber. Okay, now we're going to drive it back and forth a little bit to sell the suspension, and we got some adjusting to do. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Woo. 0.1 degrees. Oh, there's 0. So I don't know if you guys can see that now. Okay. 0 degrees camber. Come over here. We'll come over here. And we've got there we go. I think that's pretty good. Here's a front. Yeah. 0 to 0.2 or so. Alright, so we just gotta lock those down now. Straight. Sir. And well, we gotta jack it back up and take the tires off to get to the jam nuts. Well, there you go, guys. All done. Looks beefy. I think I'm gonna get a new plate, center plate, mounting plate. I don't know, whatever the heck you call it there. That's a little chintzy. I may have to revisit the camber here. It looks like maybe it has some positive camber on that rear tire. The right side, it looks good. So all in all, it's not too bad of a job. It took me about a couple hours, and I threw those brakes on too. Don't go cheap on brakes. Cheap ones don't fit right. They're all rattling. I've been messing with them for another half an hour, but they'll be fine. So remember, guys, if you're gonna be good at braking stuff like I am, you better be good at fixing stuff.